Welcome to this week's episode. Now we've just got back from Turks Caicos. We landed in Fort Lauderdale last night, jumped in the car, drove down to Key Largo, and we're now at Rainbow Reef, where we're going to be diving the famous Spiegel Grove. I've done this before, Holly's never done it. We're absolutely buzzing to go in and explore this wreck. I last did in 2016, I'm hoping it's epic as last time. But let's jump in and let's go this adventure in Key Largo with Rainbow Reef, diving the Spiegel Grove. Let's go.
Yesterday, very little current, but in case there's any current, we want to make sure you remain in contact with those lines.
I don't care what line you come up, just come up a line. I promise I'll come get you. If you get blown off the boat, that's okay too. Just drift through a nice slow ascent, drift through a safety stop, pop up, wave a fin around, SMB, something, and I'll come get you. Don't try to swim back against the boat if you can't. If there's too much current, there's only one direction you can go, towards Ireland. That's where I'll be looking, so don't worry about it. I will come get you.
Thank you. Oh, punk.
Add that to the list.
As we make our way down the descent line towards the Spiegel Grove, in the green, bluey, murky water, the structure and the shadows of the wreck start coming into vision, and before you know it, the absolute Goliath of an ex-US Navy warship comes into focus. It's a 510-foot Navy warship and it is huge. When we start going and exploring it, this is the first time Holly is diving on this wreck and a wreck of this scale, and you can just see the size of the anti-aircraft guns as well compared to the divers. They are enormous as we make our way towards the crane structure of the ship. And one of the most iconic shots of the Spiegel Grove is the US flag flying away on the dive. Now, I've dived this wreck before, and that's always what I remember about this warship, was the US flag flying down at depth, being waved in the current, which gives an awesome sight when you're on the dives. Holly was having a little trouble with her computers. As you can see, one of them was saying she was a minute from deco, but the other one was saying she was a good distance, 30 odd minutes away from deco. So I don't know what was happening with her computers, but luckily she had 3 on her because we knew one was starting to play up. Now, the Spiegel Grove, as I said, was an ex-US Navy warship, 510 feet long, and it sat in the Virginia mothball yard for 12 years before called Resolve Marine Group decided to sink the wreck and bring it down to Key Largo. They sunk it on the 17th of May 2002 in around about 130 feet of water. Now, when they sunk it, the wreck actually sunk on its starboard side and sat on its side. Then in 2005, Hurricane Dennis, when it was sweeping past the Florida Keys, surprisingly did the job correctly and uprighted the warship, making it sit in its correct position now, which is incredible to think, the force of the ocean to flip a 510 foot long warship into an upright position. The sheer force of the waves is unreal to do that. As we start exploring inside the Spiegel Grove, as you can see, Holly's ahead of me, being very careful of her finning. Make sure she doesn't start visibility for me while I come across as we go through the corridors. and our guide is now signalling us time to head back out, take the exit out of this part of the wreck. The current was pretty steady when we first dropped down, but during the dive the current started picking up more and more and more, and it was really interesting during the dives because you would see the divers' bubbles going upwards alongside the wreck. The moment they left the structure and were exposed, they were going horizontal. So you could see the current was starting to pick up, but inside the wreck gave you good shelter as we head through a corridor of the wreck from one side to the other to hide from the current. And when I was looking around, I could see some grey snappers hiding as well, sheltering from the current as well. But this was a really awesome dive to go explore. We had an absolute blast. We were down diving for Rainbow Reef in Key Largo, and any time you're down in the Florida Keys, you have to make a pit stop, Divers Direct as well, to see what they have in stock. And it was Holly's special place, shall I say. She was going crazy in there, all excited. Stick around for that, guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this dive. As always, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week after we've just completed diving the Spiegel Grove in Key Largo. How was that travel? Cold? Frozen? You enjoy that? You chilling up there, Captain? Nice. That was nice. Yeah. You're frozen. Oh, so cold. Have you ever dived Molasses Reef? Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
I need to return, you need to return the, what you call it? Computer, and I get car key back.
Yeah, I know. EPO2 is back at 1.4, so it's fine. And then my other one says I'm at like 15 meters, and I was like, crap.
You were having no luck today.
No.
Well, give a wave because you're happy. Give a wave. Stamp. And we found Holly's happy place.
How much is this one? I want one.
And we found Holly's happy place. Hollywood star in the making.
Okay, get your sunglasses. I'm ready.
I'm not getting anything, I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Yellow.
Purple.
There you go. We practiced that.
So we just finished some diving on the Spiegel Grove with Rainbow Reef, and
Yep.
I've dived it before, but it's Holly's first time diving this really famous wreck in the Florida Keys.
It was very chilly, very cold wreck, but lots to see, lots of cool stuff to look at, lots of cool things to go through.
And the wicked had hanging his flags in the current at the end,
Yes.
on the safety stop, on the rope,
Very
because the
cool.
current was picking up. Then we had a dive at French Reef, which was a bit cold wasn't really
French
much
Reef
to
was
see.
even colder than Spiegel Grove.
Visibility wasn't great, but we had some dolphins at the beginning on
Not
the surface.
underwater. On the. Did you get footage of that?
No, not really. Sadly not. But there were some dolphins right there. Right
Are
at the
you meant
beginning,
to
we
be a
missed it.
vlogger?
Oh, mean horse.
So
But-
no dolphins for you guys.
But we just finished up shopping Divers Direct. Always a requirement when you stop in Key Largo. Go check out.
But they don't sell 5mm wetsuits.
Yeah, only 3 mils, which is weird.
Because it's warm here. Alright, we'll see you next
Honestly.
week.
But yeah, but what we're going to be doing, we're heading up to West Palm Beach to go dive with Bobby Hernandez from BAM Squad on Blue Heron Bridge next week. So
So
guys,
you'll see that.
stick around for that.
Bye!
Peace.